Hello and welcome to Jurassic Reviews. On this episode we'll be taking a look at something a little different as far as things I've reviewed on this channel so far, and that is a figure set. This set we are looking at is the Dino Rivals Battle Damage Ultimate Baryonyx Breakout. Before we begin, here's a look at the box this set comes in. Here's the front. And here's the back. The main item in this set is the Baryonyx. But before we get to that, let's take a look at some of the other items in this. There are 14 individual pieces that make up this set, a few of which have never appeared in any other Mattel Jurassic line before. Correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I believe the motorcycle, knife, gun, and helmet are all new pieces. If I'm wrong, just let me know, and it's just kinda difficult to keep track of all this stuff. Other items have appeared elsewhere, like the Compsognathus and the Flare, which appeared in the Legacy Human packs, and the armor, which came with an Owen figure. Speaking of the Owen, well, it's another Owen. Maybe Mattel overproduced Owen figures because it seems he won't stop showing up. There are so many characters in the Jurassic franchise, I just wish they would use more. Heck, I'd be happy if they went the Kenner route and made up new characters like the Evil Raiders from the Jurassic Park Series 2 line. Despite it being another Owen, it is nice that the set included a human and gave him tons of accessories. The bike and armor is pretty cool, and the added Dimorphodon and the Compsognathus is a plus. It wouldn't surprise me in the future if loose samples of this set are hard to find complete, as there are many small parts to it that have a good chance of getting lost. The main thing in this collection, though, is the Baryonyx. This is the third repaint of this particular Baryonyx sculpt, and the second time it has been a part of a set. It appeared in the initial Jurassic World wave, the Lava Surge playset, and as a Dino Rivals release, making this one the second to appear in the Dino Rivals series. Before we talk about the paint on it, we might as well take a look at the sculpt, since I haven't actually reviewed any of the previous releases of this figure. This Baryonyx stands 6 inches tall and is 13 inches long from head to tail. It's a good sculpt, and my favorite of any Jurassic Baryonyx figure. Baryonyx is actually my favorite dinosaur, so I was really happy that it made an appearance in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, though I wish it would have been shown more. The figure is nicely detailed, with tons of scales and wrinkles on the skin. There's also a really cool row of scaly bumps that start near the neck and end right before the tail. It's mostly made of hard plastic, but the legs and arms are made of a softer material and can bend a bit. This is definitely the most accurate Jurassic Baryonyx toy released, and captures the film version one really well. Now let's move on to the paint, which is different but also similar in design to the past releases. The colors are obviously not the same, but the general layout and where the paint is applied is really close to the other ones. I would like it if they would change it up some if they repaint this figure again. The main color on this figure is a reddish-brown color, and it also has some darker blue on its back. That's pretty much it as far as the body, as the toenails and fingernails are left unpainted. The head has a decent amount of variation though, with gray paint starting under the neck and continuing under the jaw. And on top of the head you'll find a yellow stripe of paint. It also has yellow eyes with reddish-brown pupils. The teeth are painted white and the mouth and tongue are painted pink. There is one other application of paint on this figure, the bright red scratch marks on the leg and neck. This is a battle damage figure, but unlike many other Mattel figures, these wounds are not concealable. I'm not really a fan of this. It's something I absolutely hated about Hasbro's Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World toys, but it doesn't bother me here too much on this figure. It brings it down just a tad, but it doesn't stick out too bad on it. Now let's move on to the articulation. Both legs can move, both back and forth and in and out. Their movement is the same snap-into-place type articulation found in many other Mattel figures. The arms can move too, and actually have a good amount of range to them. The jaw can be closed, but its main purpose is tied to the action feature. Unlike some other releases of this Baryonyx, it does not come with any electronic features, so it's more of a retool in that sense. The action remains the same, you just don't hear any noise when it's performed. To do the action feature, you just press the button found on its back, which causes the mouth to snap shut. It's an okay feature, but one downside is the mouth is left open when not using it. I would have preferred if it was the other way around, with the mouth closed by default. Before I give my rating for this set, here's the Baryonyx compared with other figures. Here it is with the Mattel 3 3/4 scale human and a Kenner 4-inch human. Here it is with the Moosaurus. Here it is with the Ceratosaurus. Here it is with the Suchomimus. And finally, here it is with the Spinosaurus. For my rating for this figure, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's a nice little set, and for $20 it's also a pretty good value. The human in the set being Owen is not exactly exciting, but the additional accessories and figures offset that a little. The Baryonyx is still a solid figure by Mattel, though the visible wounds and lack of electronics make it inferior to the two other electronic ones for me. Still though, I can recommend it. I believe this set is exclusive to Walmart, so grab it while you can. You never know how difficult exclusive sets will be to find in the future. And that does it for the Dino Rivals Battle Damage Ultimate Baryonyx Breakout set. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.